Hey friends, welcome back. We're just gonna get right into it. So today, I'm thinking we're gonna do this sub-threshold number 2, get that out of the way, but first, let's do a quick run through and check if we got anything interesting going on. This. Let's see what this is first. Okay. Interesting. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. 17 miles, 332 feet. All right. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's do this one. We'll spin up for a second. It looks like it starts in 13. Oh man, it's cold. We'll have to do some high cadence, try to get all warmed up. All right, let's see, where is this? So we're starting in the desert. Oh, check that out. You can't really see the, oh, never mind. I thought the 454s didn't have the stepped fairing. It looks like if you see it from an angle, it does. All right, so 17 miles, 300 whatever feet. That should be, that's a decent like lap or so through the desert area. Just the aero bars, there we go. An aero bar that keeps drifting off to the side. I gotta tighten that down. Oh, we got a Cervelo over here. Let's also do a sound check. Let's make sure everything's showing up right. I've had a lot of sound problems last week. All right, that looks like it's okay. So this is Cat C 2227. All right, not bad. This should be a good setup before we get into the main workout. We'll see. It didn't say anything about enforced grouping, so we'll just have to make sure to stay a little bit more on the conservative side, get a little recovery from yesterday's ride. I guess not really recover, but you know, not overdo it. We need to switch gloves. Those gloves don't really match anything. Hopefully we get a something interesting with this next upgrade. I'm not sure if it's gloves or shoes. We're due for those for, we don't have very many. I think we're due for those coming up here in a second. We'll see. Let's adjust the gear. This is mostly flat, so let's just get in the middle. Should be okay. We'll keep here for a little bit. 9 minutes left. Quick warm up. Let's also start our watch. Yesterday we didn't have quite as many problems with the chest heart rate monitor. Hopefully that continues through today. Maybe will, maybe won't. We'll keep the watch on just in case. Also need to tighten it up a little more. We're set. Cool. So 17 miles, 2.2, that should take us 40-50 minutes, which won't be bad. We might want to get a little bit of a spin out in between before we start the rest of the workout. Sub threshold won't be too bad. Not devastating, but we'll want something in between there. Let's make sure we got our water bottles ready to go. Okay, yeah. Couldn't remember if that was an old water bottle from yesterday or not. Is this one filled? Okay, we got two. We're good. We're good. I think it was recovery ride like last week. Completely forgot about the water bottles. I was really thirsty. Went out to grab one. I was like, oh, nope, no water for today. So we will not be making that mistake again. Got all the pre-loaded up. Hey, there's a tarmac. I think I like the color setup of the tarmac regular more than the SL7. Even though the SL7's better, I wish the colors were swapped. Sometimes, because I do like the SL7's like gray on gray. Looks pretty slick. So TLDR, I can't really decide. Depends on the day. Alright, 6 minutes. Let's try to up for a little bit. Kind of push into zone 3 while we warm up. There we go. Just a little bit. We'll try to work on some better low cadence today. Not too much, but we'll keep pushing that low cadence work until it starts feeling better. Try to keep it 85-90. We'll switch back to the regular 90-95 on the workout, but for now, we'll lower it just a bit. Or at least try to. Now we need another gear to do that. There we go. Oh, there's a yellow Z1. I like that. That's a nice choice. All right, 5 minutes. We'll mix it up here in a second. Drop down, spin it out for a minute or so. Wait till 4:30. Oh, gotta make sure to keep the shoulders loose. Man, that's getting tight.
Atoms fall apart. Solar flares arrive.
All right, 10 more seconds.
Buildings collapse.
Switch to higher cadence.
Survive. The world as we know it.
Getting an abbreviated warm-up in.
Water is gone.
But a warm-up all the same.
A new era has begun.
There we go, okay.
Prepare yourself.
Heart rate is in the threshold, that's what we're looking for.
The apocalypse.
Now let's just hold this another 2 minutes. And we'll drop down into super low right before we get going. feel out this first little while. Hey, check that out, Zip 101s. Those look good. And a Trek. Which Trek is that? It's not the Madone. I don't think it's the Amanda. Has a similar paint job, but it looks slightly different. Alright, let's see if we can get warmed up enough to ditch the sweatshirt here in a second.
The heat is scorching. Forests burned up. The sky colors red.
Like I said, it's pretty cold this morning,
Volcanoes
but don't want to get caught having too many layers on. I agree with Matus, but I'd add 4 J's. I don't know what that means, but I agree with them.
The apocalypse.
Alright, 20 seconds.
The apocalypse.
Alright. Heart rate, zone 3 anaerobic, right on the cusp. Definitely not breaking yet. Yeah, it's the sweatshirt a little early. Let's also grab a little bit of water before we start. Not preload too much, but just a little bit. All right. Let's see, 37 in the group so far. It's not bad. Drop one more gear. Get all the blood moving here in this last minute. Feel out what our cadence is going to be when we start. We'll hop in the big ring just so we don't get dropped. Probably have to switch down since Rebea has a time trial front ring.
Just wish you knew.
All right, 30 seconds. Pop that gear. There we go. It's pretty mid. All right, 9 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oops. Okay. It was a little hot on that start. Well, those are cool shoes. All right, so we are going 2-2. Let's see what this group runs. We're starting to get a bunch up, so that's perfect. I've noticed the days after low cadence, right at like the base corner of my Achilles always gets
Just
tight.
wish you knew.
Every time. How much stretching, rolling out, icy hot, biofreeze, whatever. It's always the same. Oh, also this is a little weird. Usually when there's a group ride, it like clears the road so there's no other people, which I've always found kind of sad. It's fun seeing everybody riding around. So that's cool. Today we have everybody else riding around. Oh, there's Madone, and it's orange. So now we've seen what? Purple, red, I think, what was it, gray and orange? Well, I have to pick that frame up, see how that works. Yeah, there's a pink one right there. I love when they add more colors to the bikes. That's always cool. Alright, so we're going, alright, zone 3. Seems like should match up perfectly. That'll be a good warm up. You know, in 17 miles, 330 feet, we're not being really pushed on any climbs. So it'll be easy to keep this steady enough. It's going to take a second for the heart rate to break again. Since this is our main warm-up, I wouldn't really consider the 10-12 minutes before as a as a full warm-up. Alright, let's pick it up a little bit. We got kicked to the outside. Duck back in. I wish we could choose our routes. Sometimes it gives you really crap lines. There we go. Grab a little bit of water. Oh, check that out. Look at all those PRs. Way to go, everybody. We're a little bit high on cadence. Let's pop a gear. Slow it down for a second. Merge back up with this group. We got a pretty good power up for right now. I say we just hold this sucker. Just in case we fall off the back. We use it to help sweep up. Of course, ourselves and everybody else. Or if it's just us, it won't really do much. Either way, it's a good one to have in a group. Alright, our front wheel's a little crooked. Alright, golden cadence. It's kind of a cool jersey. It reminds me of the kit for when you have the PR record or course time for Jungle Loop. I like the color setup. And again, that's so cool. There's still people out. I'm always sad when you get in a group ride and all the other riders disappear. I understand it for races, you know, since you can draft off everybody, but a lot of the group rides are just everybody disappears. bit on the outside. Keep getting bumped to this side. Hey, there's that course PR jersey. That's awesome. So my guess is we're going out around the loop, the roundabout section, and then back in. From the looks of it, that's usually 7 out, 7 back, 8 out, 8 back, somewhere in there. You know, I think I called out that bike, the frame behind us, 3 behind, 2 to the left. Right, 2 to the right. Now, 2 to the right. On the line. I think that's a Scott. I think I called that out as a Madone. Usually the Madones are easy to catch because of the junction point between the seat and the chainstays, but, or I guess, are those chainstays? The down section to the wheel, whatever that's called. I can't remember. There's that junction point. Pretty easy to catch. Hey, we got a level 60 in the group. All right, let's spin up a little bit. Don't want to fall too far off the back. There we go. Perfect. All right, so this is going to keep us right in between zone 3, zone 4. That's great. Not a problem. Let's get those shoulders loose. Up the gear just a little bit more so we can keep working on that slower cadence. It's easy to ignore pedal efficiency on the higher RPMs, so this should help with that. Drop down one more. We're gonna have to jump back and forth. Keep getting super uncomfortable with the low cadence. All right, there we go. We'll change up our positioning. Scoot around on the seat. I found high cadence is easiest or more comfortable. Scooted way the heck forward. But it isn't quite as nice on high cadence, or I mean low cadence. Gets a little heavy. Oh, there's a TLS works. 2 behind, 1 to the left. I like that. I haven't seen that before. Lots of check through Specialized bikes again. They have so many. I also need to pick up the Atheos before the end of this time trial regiment. Get a good climbing setup going. I'll have to grind out Alps until we get the featherweights. Let's grab a little bit of water. There's the dinosaur. Alright, this cadence isn't feeling too bad. We can stick here. Ooh, look at the mountains. They look so nice from a distance. Not while you're going up them. Maybe we're going past the roundabout. This showed up a lot quicker than I was thinking it would. Hey, we're not the only ones. Man 40 is also talking about the other people writing in the group that are non-event. I think that's way cool. Okay, I thought I was going crazy. I was like, has there always been other people in the course? No, we are not the only ones. I was worried there for a second. It's like maybe I had a setting wrong or was losing connection or... Nope, we're good. We're set. Alright, so it looks like this loop is only about 6 miles. So we're going to have to get another 4 somewhere. So 2 more out. Okay. So your sequoias a little bit. That's going to be where we're going to get our climb from. Since 6 miles and 58 feet, 60 feet.
Solar flares and bombs.
Man, that's nothing.
Buildings collapse.
Absolutely nothing.
Only a few will survive. The world as we know it will no longer be there.
Yeah, it looks like we'll have to hit a hill up here somewhere.
A new era has begun.
All right, everybody's starting to peek into the 3s. Let's kick it up a notch.
Prepare yourself for the apocalypse.
There we go. There's always a speed up on the hills. Always. Starting hills. Everybody starts taking off.
The apocalypse.
All right, let's check. Okay, so chest, 168, 169 in between there. Wrist. All right, we're on the money. Perfect. Keeping up this time, that's cool. All right, let's keep up the cadence on this downhill. we go.
The heat is scorching.
Okay.
Burned up.
So it looks like we might be doing a loop
The sky
instead of an out and back. That's cool.
volcanoes are
Oh, we got a polka dot. Check that out. Way to go, Schultz. That's what's up.
prepare yourself.
Oops. Cadence is getting too high.
The apocalypse.
Pop some gears. Drop down a little bit. Also, let's grab a little more water.
The apocalypse.
All right, we are, hey, 10 miles left. Dang. All right. Let's see, we are 2.9, 2.8 watts a kilogram. That's close enough. As long as we're not screwing with the group, I say we can just ignore that. This is a pretty good pack so far. Everybody's staying pretty tight. That's awesome.
I just wish he knew.
That jersey right behind us, one back right now. I always mistake that one for the sprint jersey. It always looks very similar. There's a couple kits that, if you look too quickly, they look identical to segment kits. Polka dot one, nothing really, looks like that. That one's very different, but the orange and the green are so easy to get mixed up with. I see that all the time. And again, oddly enough, this one looks a lot like the Jungle Loop kit. Which, speaking of that, we're gonna have to do a gravel build. Do some loops on that. Because the mountain bike on that was awesome. I was not expecting that. All right, let's up the gear. Lower the cadence back down a little bit.
Just wish he knew.
There we go. I wonder if this gravel on the road bikes works better. Higher low cadence. Or if it makes a difference. So I feel like it was easier to go through low cadence just now than it was regular high cadence. Again, there's a lot of things that probably just placebo, but I wonder. Let's grab a little bit more water. Okay, we are over halfway. So it looks like we're going hilly route around back to downtown and then through back to the start. At least that's what it looks like. I think we get enough climbing in there. About 200 feet left. We got the switchback hill coming up. I'll take care of a good majority of it. Oop, we're on the outside. Let's pick it up just a little bit. Got kicked to the corner. There we go. Perfect. We got like 2 disc wheels in the group. Hardcore. I'd love to switch into a disc for the desert loop. That'd probably tear it up. Hilly route, probably not quite as much fun. But anything that has a lot of flats is probably pretty killer. Let's get on the shifters for this. We have some interesting flat spots we don't want to miss getting some power down on. There we go. I'll try to keep positive 85. Here might be a little more than we're shooting for. Yeah, let's hop down. There we go. Positive 85, sub 90. Should work. On the outside. Let's pick that up just a bit. Two gears down, a little bit of a hill. There we go. Try to hop onto that power up. Do one more gear up. Looks like we have the weight advantage on the downhill. Gotta love that. Only positive of weighing more is the downhills are easier. Ooh, okay. We do a volcano loop. We split off from a hilly route. Maybe we're just doing a circuit. That'd make sense. Because we don't have enough height left to get in the climb. Get some more water. hit their weekly goal. Congratulations, bud. Way to go. Let's see if we can swing back into the main group. All right, that works. Let's keep that mid cadence. Man, we've gotten a tight group today. This is so cool. Oh, check that out. We just absorbed another rider. Hey, friend. I do like that part about having everybody else on the course. Adds to the numbers. The bigger the peloton, the nicer it is. All right, let's hop down a gear real quick right before the hill. Everybody's kind of like rearing to go for it. There it is. Once we hit that corner, we'll hop down one. Or actually, you know, let's try to hop up one and then just stand. See how that works. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that worked okay. Cool, cool. Oh, now we're on the outside. Top down one, spin up. It's easy to lose a wheel right here. Let's stay right here so Hickley can get up. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's grab some water. One more gear up. Let's see. Heart rate 170. That's all right. We can deal with threshold. No worries. We're not even going for an hour. Yeah, we should be able to finish this in 40, 45 minutes. Hey, actually that was our original estimate. Not bad. That's awesome. I find it a lot easier to estimate when it's on a flat course. Usually my time estimates get all over the place. There's a lot of climbing. I don't know what it is, but it's difficult. Hop up one more gear, lower the cadence back down. Okay, so now we're going downtown, up to the left, then another left onto desert. That's what it's looking like. Except we still have about 50, 60 feet left. I wonder where that's going to come from. That might just be regular incline as we go. We'll see. That was left. Let's hop down a gear. And then one more up, so we don't lose anything on the downhill. We've honestly stayed pretty decent in the watts per kilogram department. That's what we were expecting. Not too bad. Now that I said that, we were a little bit over, but that happens. All right, we got 3 more miles left. So, just the last little bit of desert. Let's stick around this cadence. It's feeling okay. We are jumping around FTP, but it's not feeling nearly as bad as usual.
Solar flares arrive. Buildings collapse. Only a few will survive.
Let's grab a little bit more water.
As we know it, will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself.
I feel like we're slowing down a little bit. Let's up the wattage. There's a bit of a shift in the group there for a second. All right, there we go. Cool. Yeah, let's try to keep that low cadence.
The apocalypse.
There we go. 2.3 miles. Okay, so that should be over this hill and then down to, okay, so we're going where that like desert starting line is. Makes sense? Let's pop up a gear.
The heat is scorching. Forests burned up. The sky colors red. Volcanoes erupt.
It's been a pretty good pace so far.
Will no longer be there. Water is gone.
Not too bad. 2 miles.
A new era has
Cool.
Prepare yourself.
Let's keep that cadence low.
The apocalypse.
merge back into the middle a little bit. Perfect. I don't know what kind of RNG is used to take through lines, but sometimes it works. It's your favorite. Sometimes it doesn't. Like right now. We're definitely on the outside. All right, here we go. Nope, not quite. No merge. All right, bit of a hill here. Let's try to keep the same cadence. Let the watts follow.
I just wish he knew.
Alright, we'll spin up a little bit. There we go, okay. Nice, nice. Mile left. We'll stick with whatever the group does. See what happens. All right, 85. Hey, there we go. Low threshold for the heart rate. We're starting to get it a little bit lower. Go, let's spin it up.
I just wish he knew.
Perfect. Half mile. Looks like we're all pretty much staying in this wattage. Oh, good. Actually, there is a one of the pylons right there. Let's see if everybody takes off or what's going on. Okay, we're sticking with the group. Cool, cool. Scratch that, we've all definitely sped up. Sometimes I wonder if everybody's nervous and so we all just group speed up. Not really trying to sprint it out, but just don't want to get left behind. Woo! Look at all those PRs. Look at all those chickens. There we go. Oh, check that out. 2 behind, 1 in front. Everybody's already got the still has that kid on. That's so cool. I guess it is a team, so. Also, LWC. So let's see, where was that? Somebody, let's see, nuts, 3 behind us. I've seen that team before, but I don't know what it stands for, but That's the industry term for wireless LAN controller. So I wonder if that's like the team leader and then everybody else are access points. That'd be cute. All right, let's just take this at a whatever pace. Get a couple more miles in before we switch over. We also got a waffle here. Let's try to get that down before we start the next one. Pretty good. We had a nice little group going there. Okay, we might have to pick it up a little bit. I feel bad sitting on Gagnon's tail. We don't want to just be sitting there sucking wheel. Ooh, tarmac. One or two segments that the PRs that I have are still on the tarmac. I'll have to go through and clean those up. We have a lot better frames now. I guess technically, from the star value, I wonder if there's any other variables to them. I feel like there is. But I don't know for sure. Either way, so far, this dog math, I don't care if it's better or worse, I freaking love it. Thanks, Young. All right, let's see. Let's pull through 45 minutes. Thanks, JR. Let's see if we can get to like 20 miles. Once we hit 46, 47, we'll hop down a couple more gears, spin out a little bit more. The cadence a bit. Flush out the legs, get ready, and then hop over to the time trial work. Sub-threshold, which should actually match up pretty decently with today's workout, or today's ride just now. All right, 1 mile. Let's wait till like 46, 47. Hill. I always forget about this one. It's like just a little 2-degree jump, or I guess 2%, not 2 degree. Hey, we got a McCurdy Island friend. Hey, bud. We match. That's so cute. All right, 46. Pull 1 more minute, and we'll hop down into 160s, 150 to 160s. Finish out the 20. Maybe a mile more, we'll see. See, heart rate is back down into mid-anabolic, anaerobic, not anabolic. That'd be bad. All right, 10 seconds. hop down one, up the cadence a little bit, get into the 90s. Not running in them, we're riding in them. All right, 170. Let's hop down one more gear. There we go. I want to 150, 160. Keep really high cadence. Perfect. There we go. Grab a little bit more water. Okay, you know what? Let's just keep the spin out until about 50 minutes. That should be adequate. Then we'll hop over. Keep it 150, 160. Zone 1, barely into zone 2. That should be a good, not too much of a cool down, but cool down. We'll see if we can get, we are in zone 3 anaerobic for heart rate. See if we can slide that down into zone 2. We're mostly wanting the blood to move around, not really full cool down. There we go. Alright, we got about 45 seconds. Actually, I guess that's 35 seconds. I can count sometimes. Not today, apparently. Alright, we're at 140. Like 2 beats off, and then we're down into zone 2. And now that I said that, we're back up 3. It's messing with us. Okay, let's just stick it at 160 here, or 155-ish. There we go, okay. It'll drop down in a second. Nope. Come on. Come on. Go down. Just chill out narrow for a second until it goes being belligerent. Alright, we're 140. We'll just stick here until it drops into zone 2. Increase the cadence just a little bit. It's gonna do it. I'm chill, come on. It's just hovering right above. Now it's going back up. Why? Oh well, let's spin this out to 52. Whatever the heart rate wants to be, it can do whatever it wants. We'll move on. Yeah, it's not moving. It looks like we are going to be sitting right on that anaerobic, not anabolic, anaerobic line. Hey, you can do whatever. There we go, 52. Nice. Let's switch over Ooh, and we got our waffle. I forgot about it. I forgot to get any ride food yesterday, and it just all of a sudden like hits, you know, and it's like, oh man, I feel like garbage. So let's try to avoid that today. Make sure I get some food in. I think I like the goo waffles more than the Skinner waffles. I'm not sure if that's a hot take or not, but trust me, they're good. Alright, while we're having snack time, let's see. Alright, so it looks like we got a little bit behind this last week, but that's what, you know, being sick will do to you. So, I'm thinking we do this one. Save this one for like Monday. This optional one, we'll see. What does next week look like anyway? Okay, so AC sweet spots start coming into play. Neuromuscular. Okay, so we start kicking it up with intensity. If you look at the timings, they're not long. They're barely over an hour, so they're pretty short.
Atoms fall apart.
But I'm starting to get a little bit higher on the whatever TSS means. I forgot what it means.
Buildings collapse.
The tummy sad score makes your tummy hurt or something. At least that's what it feels like.
As we know it.
Alright, let's do sub-threshold. First, we'll try to we'll try to finish the waffle first.
A new era has begun.
I found that if I'm still eating when we get started, it usually tries to make a return in about 15-20 minutes. We don't want that. Alright, there we go. So we're about 3/4 of the way through the first water bottle, so that matches up our timing. We have about another 15 minutes before our, let's see, is that the right one? Okay, that is the right one. Before our water bottle timing expires. Let's see. I don't know if we'll be able to make that. Let's see. Hold up. 226, 226, 245. I don't know if we'd be able to make that whole loop on 21. We'd probably be left over with quite a bit. If it was like 1,300 feet, we would maybe be able to get close, but I don't think we're going to make that one. Let's do 7.3. That would give us about a lap and a half, I would say. Let's do that. There we go. All right. Let's get started.
The heat is scorching.
You know, I was hoping we'd get a kip out of... Did we get a kit?
The sky colors red.
I don't think we got a kit out of that ride. Nope. Yep, no kit. So close. So close. Almost. But no luck. Maybe next time. We did run into a couple people wearing that kit after the ride ended, so it definitely, you get it from somewhere. Alright. Let's try to hit 90-95 on cadence. We'll do a little bit speedier rotations. I'm not really sure why that word was so hard to find. Today's session should be comfortable for you. Alright, we'll see. We will see. Sometimes it says, these workouts should be comfortable. They are not comfortable. Some threshold efforts should be able to be repeated without too much trouble. frustrating part. They have the FTP adjustment, you know, at the bottom of the workout, but there's a lot of days where it's just, you know, you're having an off day, and it's not that your FTP is miscalculated, it's just you feel like garbage. Because I've had a lot of days where the opposite, where you get started and you're like, you know, is this hard enough? You don't want to be wasting workouts going too easy. Ooh. Took a custom workout down. Nice. Let's check. All right, heart rate.
Just machining.
Okay, there we go. Now it finally goes down into zone 2. I was not playing along there. Finally. Look at that group. It's a group workout. Keep it up, friends. You got this. Group workouts are kind of fun. They're not my favorite, but they're interesting. They're nice to mix it up, mess it up. They're nice to mix it up. Also, that shadow from the drone that just went over us looked like a bike. I was gonna say, who in the world is coming from that far out? They're taking their line was on the other side of the road, but not quite. All right, we're a little bit low on cadence. There we go. Luckily, whatever our cadence is, the trainer will adjust for it so that our wattage stays equal to what it needs to be. It'll probably take a couple intervals to get it back up, since we spend a lot of time in a lower register. It's usually kind of a battle to get your muscles to play nice once you swap cadence by, you know, any more than like 5. All right, let's get some more water. Finishing this first water bottle by the 2-minute 1:30 after these 2x2 sets. And we'll get started on the second one for the rest of it. Also, 7:30 ramp ups. We only got 3 of them, but that's a decent amount of time for a ramp up. Shoot. All right, 3, 2, 1. 205. Let's get all comfy and aero. All right, so these are, we got a zone 3 back and forth, and then a zone 4 back and forth, and then cool down, and then just 10 watt sub FTP for 5 minutes. But we get a 5-minute 1:30 after that, so equivalent exchange. Oh, I didn't notice though. In between each of our interval sets, we get 5 minutes of 1:30. That's not bad. Also, our cadence just went out. Where did it go there for a second? What in the world? So I've done a bunch of troubleshooting on the dropouts. We're not getting that kind of EMP anymore where our wattage just disappears. But it looks like, from what I can tell, there's an issue with the motherboard on the computer, because over the USB, we're getting some drops to the Amp Plus dongle. I've switched it, verified that the Amp Plus is not the problem multiple times. Luckily, we got all our parts coming in this next week. Then we'll be switching from an 8th gen to a 13th gen. So, should be a decent upgrade and we'll get some better throughput. I was originally thinking about maybe trying to load up VMware Workstation on it, but the GPU pass-through is a little finicky, and you can't fully drop it through to a host. You can only do vGPUs, which is kind of lame. You know, I'd really like if we could just throw it directly into the host, let it access it at the hardware level, but it doesn't want to play. It's like, I only feel comfortable with pass-throughs when you have an abundance of hardware to throw it in. 24 cores and 64 or 32 gigs of RAM, 32 right now. It's just not enough to start partitioning out to separate hosts. I don't feel comfortable enough with it. I guess 24 cores is enough, but with Intel having the P cores and E cores, I don't know how it, I don't know if it even supports it, you know? If you assign a CPU to a host, like, is it even possible, or does it grab a P core, an E core, a hyperthread? Because regularly, you know, you load it up and it does virtual CPUs by thread. So, you know, assign 2 and you get a full core. But how does the P and E cores work, you know? You don't want to accidentally grab a hyper-threaded efficiency core for a host. That would suck. So needless to say, we're just going bare metal. Just keeping it regular. Nothing interesting. I was gonna see if you can hook it up to like the rest of the vSAN infrastructure, but at the same time, not really much to throw on there. Plus, I'm not sure how the interaction between host and workstation vSAN work, or if it's possible or what. I wouldn't think it would be. There's not really a point to it. We'll see though. We got all the water cooling equipment coming in. I got to repair a pump. I had an EK pump that bit the dust, so they have the parts to fix that coming in. So we'll see if we can crank over a nice overclock. Right now we're using an AIO on an 8700K with like 35% overclock. So a little more than I'm comfortable with, but that was one of those AI overclocks, so those are weird. But it works for the time being. Well, I guess almost works. It definitely has its issues. But again, motherboard is not feeling it. So yeah, there's a lot of problems. Probably not a good idea to keep it on overclock, but might as well. I don't see any point to change it. It works, almost. It'll be the new processor, 13900, will definitely benefit from an actual loop. We can probably get a decent amount of overclock from it, but overall, we'll keep it solid. Make sure not to go overboard. It'll probably be quieter. Alright, so we're gonna hit 2 minutes at 1:30 in a second here. Actually, we got a nice crossover. 1 minute at 1:30, and then 2 minute at 1:30. So 3 overall. Oh, we're getting low cadence. Let's pick that up for a second. There we go. All right, we are. Yeah, let's finish this water bottle. There we go. All right, that's done. Moving on to the next one. Let's see. Yep, it's water. Tastes like water. Seconds. Actually 15 seconds, and then we're staying at 1:30. Then 5 minutes, 2:45. What's nice is if we took all of these ramp ups and kind of averaged it all out, we'd end up being pretty close to what we were doing just a second ago. I wasn't noticing much of a difference from these workouts until yesterday. It was like doing a little bit more time trial-y stuff, you know, elongated zone 3, zone 4 work. It was like, okay, I'm definitely feeling a difference. So I say, we're getting our money's worth out of it. Well, I guess we're not. Kind of money's worth. Either way, I think it's working. I'm happy with it. We still got like, what, 3 weeks left? These next weeks we'll have to kind of swap up the mileage. It's definitely upping in intensity. So I'm thinking we jump into the workouts regularly, and instead of doing the ride previous to it and then the workout, we'll do the workout because there's a little bit of a warm up in there, and let the heart rate break in the workout, and then hop over afterwards and then get the workout done. Well, I guess I will then get like a recovery, and we'll do like longer recoveries. With lower wattage. That's what I'm thinking. We'll mess around with it though. All right, 5 minutes threshold. Let's get all tucked in. 3, 2, 1, go. There we are. That's up the cadence. All right, heart rate is matching. Let's keep a little bit high cadence. There we go. All right, all right. We're definitely going to feel more today than usual, just because we had a big threshold day yesterday, and then mostly threshold, or I guess zone 3, zone 4 earlier. So we're not in peak shape for this, so we'll just focus really on 90, 95 cadence, and just keep it as solid as possible. We won't worry about heart rate. There's that group again. Hi, group. All right, there we go. Dipping into the 90s for a second there. Thanks, G. course. It's like rolling hills, but a little more extreme than the Watopia rolling hills. So you definitely get some more climbing in, which is cool. All right, halfway. Make sure the shoulders are loose before we get started. There we go. Stretch out a little bit. Minutes. Oh, drop the cadence. What's up that? Cool. Should be able to get to level 33 in this next week, the next few days. I didn't notice, we're getting a lot closer. Cool. That is not our gate. I don't know what's going on there. That is a full minute, 0.1 early. Or I guess minute 1 second, not 0.1. Seconds. There's the gate. 2, 1, 130. Grab a little bit of water. Pick up the cadence a little. Everything little. Little water, little cadence. Mix and bake for 3 minutes at 2:45. I think that's where our ramp up starts. Somewhere in there. So we're going reverse park loop, so it looks like we're staying off of the skyways. Which, you know, there's some fun hills up there, but I'm not as big a fan of the hills when you're doing the workout since it locks you in. You can't like modulate it as much. So sometimes you feel like you're soaring, and sometimes you feel like you're going in slow motion. And you can't really control it. A little frustrating. feel like rolling hills are the most okay. The flats are, you know, usually you can keep just like a very solid zone 3, zone 4 if it's super flat,
Just machinery.
you know, or zone 2. I guess really the zones don't matter, but you can be very consistent versus when you're doing the workout, you drop off to like, say like right now, we're at 5 at 130. So at least with the rolling hills, you have a chance of maybe getting a recovery on a downhill section, so it's not as bad. Which is nice. I feel like rolling hill workouts, or rolling hill segments, routes, whatever you want to call it, are most optimum for, at least mentally, for workouts. And at least you get locked in on a modulated terrain. I don't think we'll be able to make 33 in this workout, but we're gonna get dangerously close. Super, super close. I think. Can't really estimate when it gets this in this area. It's kind of difficult to gauge. Let's pick up the cadence. Try to spin out a little bit more. Cadence is definitely fighting us today since we did slow cadence work. It's like the short-term muscle memory is locked in at that 85-90 zone. But you know, works well. That's what the full workout is. But since we're trying to go high cadence, it doesn't play the nicest. All right, 48 seconds. And then we got our, so 30 seconds, 285, then ramp up from 730. We'll see. I think it's like 225 we start at. I think we start in zone 3, and then go up from there. All right, 19 seconds. Let's get ready for them. Get all snuggled up in the arrow again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try to keep high cadence. There we go. Okay. Let's see where this 7:30 ramp up starts. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 225. Try to keep the cadence around right here. Hey, there's our segment. Cool. Going for consistency here. Should get our work in for that 5 minute at 130. That's the good stuff. Let's also grab a little bit of water. I wasn't thinking we were going to get that segment done until the this first interval finished. A little bit ahead of schedule. Cool. That's nice though. Rather be ahead of schedule than behind. Alright, cadence is okay. Heart rate. Let's see. Okay, that's matching up. Chest and wrist. Actually, okay, now it is. Wrist was a little bit off. Now they're matching. Cool. Looks like we found out the secret to the chest heart rate monitor staying consistent. Alright, 5 minutes. We should ramp up into solid zone 4. Let's just keep the cadence set. We'll be good to go. Ooh, we did get a nice solid chunk of XP out of that 5x245. Definitely getting closer. But now that we have the dogma, we gotta find something new to go after. I guess now it's just the 858 and Super 9 zips. That'll be the next ones. That, we gotta check what the Atheos is at. Can't remember if we got that unlocked or not. We'll need that for climbing. Alright, let's see. 93, 94. That's all good on cadence. Trainer really starts to grab at like 91, 92. So if we can stay out of that, should be golden. It's a lot more difficult switching between long amounts of low cadence to long amounts of high cadence. It always does a good job of making it hurt. Which means we gotta be doing it more. There we go. Let's check. Okay, wrist is at 162, chest 162, so that's zone 4. Just breaking into threshold wattage wise, so that's okay. Oops. A little on cadence, there we go. Perfect. No, honestly, we should be able to get a solid 2 loops in for this segment. Looking pretty good so far. Keep the cadence up a little bit more. Don't want to let it drop off. There we go. This last minute 30 is probably going to be just threshold. Less and less green in our graph. actually, never mind. It's not peaking as much as I thought it would. Awesome. I misread the workout. That's not bad. We're going to be barely sliding in to full threshold. That is a-okay. I was a little worried mixing that with our previous ride. But this should match up perfect. Alright, 30 seconds. Oh, we got an awesome 5 minutes at 1:30. Alright, observe your finishing heart rate. Let's see it. Oh, and we get to recover on a slight uphill. Great. Of course. There we go. Ending was 164. Like I said, we're not really worried about the heart rate as much today, since yesterday and the last ride was a lot of threshold stuff. We'll just concentrate on getting it done. This is what I was saying earlier about the workouts on rolling hills. I need to be better about enunciating. But, see, we got 5 minutes 1:30, but it crosses over with a hill. So we are going 4 miles an hour. But at least since it's rolling hills, you know, there's not too far before it flattens out or goes downhill. Now, if we're doing a very, very hilly route, we'd be a little screwed. So it works out nice. No problems. All right, we got 3 minutes, 35 seconds. To build endurance and aerobic efficiency, we need to perform long, steady efforts. Thanks, Carson. Beginning the effort with a strong surge adds to the stimulus. Ah, very fancy. All right, we are coming up a little bit less than 3 minutes. You know, these 5 minutes, that's really stinking nice. Dang. Zwift, you're spoiling us today. I wonder if we'll see more recovery intervals as things get a little more intense. I can see that happening, but I could also see that not happening. Either way, we'll start being a little bit more careful about our distances. Make sure to stay in somewhere we can keep up the intensity. We'll switch from like a 40 mile a day to, we'll shoot for like 30. We'll drop that 10 miles for this next week, see how things feel. Get a good merge into higher intensity. Look at it more of a quality, not quantity approach. Otherwise, things could get nasty quick. You don't want that. All right, heart rate is back into zone 2. Not bad, not bad. I like how Garmin Zone 2 just says easy. Wish you could change it. Change what it says for each of the intervals. That'd be funny. Have it say GG easy instead. Put Zone 5 as ouch. Threshold is please no. That actually kind of entertaining. Come up with new universal keywords for each zone. Alright, 40 seconds. Let's hold off water for a second. We'll do that once we get into the next 7:30. I don't want to get hydrate. Need to take a team break, you know. We should be good though. All right, hey, we're actually getting really close to level 32. We may get pretty close today. We'll see. We will see. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. 285. There we go. Let's up that cadence. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. Maybe a little bit faster. Like that. Okay, we're good, we're good. Four, 3, 2, 1, 225. Into the 7:30. Adjust on the seat a little bit. Let's get comfy. Ooh. That did put us a lot closer to 33. We are definitely getting there. I'm telling you, we might actually be able to get to it by today. I'd be killing her. Focus on a good position on the bike and relax breathing. Okay. I think we can do that. So a little bit more forward on the bike. Give us a better position for higher cadence. Target power increases slightly during the effort. You know, that's true. 225 to 240. We do not get that big of a jump. Completely misread the workout. I thought it was a lot bigger of a jump in these ramp ups. I was wrong. Alright, there we go. Try to keep the cadence at least 93. Kind of feels like there's RPM intervals on the trainers where it adjusts your wattage like a little more heavily to match your cadence, and it feels like 93 is just the cusp of that. Maybe it's not, but that's what it feels like. Some decent distance out of the these 730s. That's nice. Okay, let's grab a little bit of water now. Ooh, that pathway's floating. Floating above the geometry. It's a little interesting.
Just machining.
Alright. 13. Alright, so we're almost to the second lap. We might be able to finish it in this interval, actually. That would be cool. Let's pick up the cadence a little bit. Actually, I think we have about 4 miles, or 3.3 for the rest of this loop. So it may take us until the next interval to get there. Either way, that's better than we thought. Just shy of 3 minutes left.
Just machining.
This isn't actually hurting as bad as I thought it would. A lot better. That's good. Always a fan of that. All right, 2 minutes. Let's grab some more water, but I'm a little too much right now. Don't want to overdo it. You, however, need to pick up the cadence. Nine seconds. We are getting there. Last little bit. Three seconds. Up that cadence just a tad more. There we go. All right, heart rate 163, one below what we were at previously. That's good. Oh, actually 162. That matches up with the wrist. You're down 2. Nice. All right, that's what we're looking for. We'll have a celebratory bit of water. There we go. Let's sit up for a second. course, we get a nice solid 5 minutes of 130. Zwift is being nice today. Alright, we're dropping a little bit. Are we recovering sufficiently after each effort? I think so. We got 2 beats per minute down after that second interval set. I call that a success. Ooh, we are totally gonna make 33 today. Look at that. Not to redact saying dangerously close earlier, because this is dangerously close. We are like 1 interval away from leveling up. Got something in my eye. There we go. All right, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. One last interval. We got a solid 5-minute cooldown. Cry freely. I think that was our that was either our second lap of the segment, or we're coming up close to it. I can't remember if it's through that we're not over past that gate or not. Ooh, we're almost to 4.9 mil points wise. Luckily we saved enough that the dogma didn't put us out too far. We're making our way back up to 5 mil. Nice and quick. That worked. All right, let's get into aero for a second. There we go. Get the cadence up a little bit more. Perfect. Flush out the legs, get everything moving. "39 seconds. We got 1 left. Lastest one, fastest one. Except we're gonna go the exact wattage it tells us to. So, lastest one, same as the rest of them. All right, 20 seconds. And we got our good friend 285 here. Hey, we broke 1,000 feet. Cool. That's nice. Overall, we're at what? 35 and only 1,300 feet. Needless to say, that first ride was dead flat. All right, there we go. Let's up that cadence. Get this in. There we go. Two, 1, 225. You know, at least 225 has a feeling of recovery in it. When we do those tempo cruise intervals, 235 definitely does not feel recovering at all. I'm down with this 225. As long as we stay consistent, this will have been a solid ride. I like how it keeps telling us target power increases slightly during the effort. Yep. If we don't know that by now, I'd be a little worried. Alright, let's keep that cadence up. A little easy to slip on this one. There we go. Gotta get some deeper breaths in. Trying to build up a little bit of CO2. Gotta get that all purged out. Grab a little bit of water. There we go. All right, 5 minutes. Looks like roughly every minute 10, you go up by 5 watts. From the looks of it. Dropping a little bit of cadence. There we go. That's better. Try to keep this above 93, this one. Go for 94, 100. Or between 94 and 100. Definitely make the heart rate go up. That is fine. Take a second to get used to. All right, 3 minutes, 2 seconds. We're getting closer. Higher cadence is definitely not feeling as good. So we'll have to stick it. All right, there we go. Not bad. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Now At least we get the actual interval up this hill this time and not the recovery. That's nice. All right, 1 minute, 46 seconds. Let's keep this cadence high. Like I said, heart rate's gonna go a lot higher this time, so that's fine. We'll use this as our last solid shift over from the previous ride's low cadence to this one's higher cadence. Finish it off nice and solid. All right, 1 minute. Seconds. So if it's 164 for heart rate, you might be coming in same as the first interval. That'd work perfect. So you'd be up 2, but same as the original. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Woo! Hey, we got a nice. We unlocked 2 things. There's level 33. All right, I sat up too early. You gotta re-snuggle up into arrow. The cadence high. There we go. All right, we're good. Grab a little bit more water. We're gonna get to 4.9 mil. Points too. Solid day. You know, trying to spin the legs out to clear everything after an interval of high cadence already does not feel nearly as good. It feels like everything kind of stagnates. But that happens. All good. See, heart rate is back in anaerobic. About 19, 18 beats lower. Let's see if we can get that to zone 2 as quick as possible. This cooldown ends around 1:30, so we should be able to get there. Let's see. Wrist and chest are matching up. That is solid. Finally. That has been fighting us this week.
Just machine.
Alright, now we're in a low enough wattage we can sit up for a second. Expand the airways a little bit more. Get that freaking heart rate to go down. Go down. Zone 2. Now. Please. Please. Hopefully it doesn't do what it did to us our last ride where it just sat right on that line. 140, 141. That was messing with us. All right, let's see. We're gonna end at like 19-ish. You know, we'll see when we get there, but we might just want to spin out a little bit, get the 20, so we can get the 40 overall. We're only about 1,500 feet of climbing, so low on that, but overall, should be okay. Not too bad, pretty solid. Hey, 4.9 mil. There we go. We're getting our points back.
Just wish you knew.
All right, 19 miles. We got 1 minute. That should put us in about 19.2, 19.3. Spin out the rest of it. Call it good. There we go. Okay, 138, 137. Chest and watch match up. That puts us into zone 2. We have arrived. And there's our gate. Let's see, okay, so 19.3. So the upper end of our estimation. There we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! That's what we're looking for. All right, let's hop down a little bit. We don't want to jump up in wattage too much since we just did a nice rounded cool down. I don't really want to stick in the 120 to 130 range. There we go. Okay. This should be okay. 150, 160-ish. Up the hills. Whatever it wants to be on the downhills. That'll work just great. A little bit worried after that first ride. That definitely was a threshold on top of yesterday's longer threshold. So we're kind of doing a threshold party in the past 48 hours. But looks like it didn't turn out too bad. Oh, oops. We're going way too much watts. Oh, you paying attention? There we go, back to 140. 150. There we go. All right, perfect. Got a little bit of a jump there in our cooldown, but we'll recover. Or I guess we'll recover from the recovery. Does that work? All right, 19.9, 20. All right, let's round it out to the 20.1. We'll call it. Actually, no. We got 1.5 miles until another loop. Yeah, screw that. Let's just keep going. There's not enough left to cause us problem. Cause us problems. Cause us problems. Come on. That doesn't sound right. That's not very well put together. That's not a very well put together sentence. Let's grab a little bit more water. Let's see, we're roughly 2/3 the way through this bottle. So, a little bit behind on our regular intake. That is all right, however. We will make it. There is not very many people out on this course today. We have barely over 100. About? Shoot. There is not a lot of people. But I guess around this time, on the weekends, is pretty dead anyway. Even with there not being a lot of people, there's like a good 4,000 in Watopia. There's always people out there. By PR, not today. That would be the a one-way road just destroying our cooldown. It would be entertaining, but would kind of screw everything up pretty good. All right, a little bit of a hill. Pop down another gear, get a good spin in. I don't know why that semaphore we just passed was perpendicular to us. What is it pointing at? Like, I know it doesn't have a purpose, but that's kind of funny. Like, see, this one right here, like, is parallel with the road where the lights are. The other one's perpendicular. Just across into the, whatever's to the left of us. That's kind of funny. All right, let's spin it down into the 120/130s. It's the last 0.6 miles. Got a little bit more climbing in. Nothing really to write home about at all. Really nothing even to mention. But I'll put us into a solid 1,700 feet overall. It's a little bit easier to swallow than 1,500. Actually, that should be 16 something. Yeah, this is, we'll maybe be able to put in 1,400, and then the previous one was 320, 300, roughly 300. So yeah, I guess about 1,700 flat almost. So overall, not good, not terrible, but that works. All right, point 2. Oh, darn it, we missed that right on. Shoot. Hate missing right ons. You don't get to use them very often. All right, let's hop down one more gear. There's a little bit of a bump right before the finish line. There we go. Get into a little tiny gear. Actually, I think, let's see. Yeah, one more down. That is the lowest we can go. That is our absolute lowest gear. Our absolute terror gear. We'll have to call it the AT gears. on the front and the back. Oh, we got a zone 4. Come on, Forcier. You got this, buddy. Let's see this zone 4. Let's see it. All right, 3, 2, 1, and we're through. Cool. 21.7. Not too bad. Let's see, that's a 41 point something overall. 41, 42 miles. 1,700 feet. I think that is pretty okay for a day. Kind of lowered a little bit of the mileage this week, so that works perfect. And let's see how close we are to this challenge. 85. Oh, there's the Pinarello thing. I don't know what it is, but I like it. Also, let's see, what did we get in our... Okay, let's end this so it doesn't screw with our average wattage. That's just going to plug me if it sits there. All right, let's see. That is saved. Kind of froze the computer for a second. Oh yeah, let's see. We got headgear, which is... okay. That looks very similar to, where was it? This one, this cask one. Yeah, a little bit more rounded. It's like a more squished version of this S-Works one. I'm still liking the matching kit that we got. Oops. Yeah, let's see what the gloves look like. Okay, I kind of like those. They match as well with the... Honestly, nothing really matches with the kit. We'll just stick with the polka dots since they're different. Nice, I didn't know we got 2 things though. That's kind of cool. Alright, that was a solid day. Cool, thank you all for coming. We will be back here probably, hopefully at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Start working on the next bits of our time trial work. We are definitely on the downhill, starting to get some more intensity. So we'll take things as they come. We'll see. Thank you all. Have a good rest of your day. Have fun doing whatever, prepping for the week. I'll see you all later.